You already know, I don't need any more paracord, but a good sale is a good sale. And Atwood Rope Manufacturing had a Memorial Day sale with 2 different promo codes that you couldn't combine. So naturally, I had to get not just 1 box, but 2 boxes. My first box is a little bit more colorful, restocking some of the color changing cords that I have and a couple extra little new ones. First up is the X-Mystique color shifting cord. This one you can really see the blues and the purple tones, blue tones. Almost looks like there's a purple tone in there, but it's more of a orange and blue color shifting. Has lines of a burnt orange with like little specks of a silvery, very light blue and a regular blue alternating in between those little lines. So it gives you kind of a different hue as you move it or as you pair it with something else. And then we have Tree Frog, which is primarily a green, but you get those yellow and blue tones as well, so kind of a warmer, cooler type of green. This has more of a almost a yellow, almost a greenish yellow type of line pattern through it, and then little bits of a standard green and a lighter blue in there alternating too. Really good actual color shifting cords. This one called Wake, I feel like it's just a pretty cool blue pattern cord. You might pick up a little bit of like some darker or lighter hues in the shift, but it's not as obvious as some of the other ones out there. This has more of a light blue line with teal and like a darker blue alternating like pixelated pattern in between those lines. So all blues, just different tones. Then we have Polaris, which overall looks kind of like a darker blue. There are stripes of navy blue with little bits of more standard blue and like the Air Force gold or goldenrod little specks in there too. Again, not a ton of hue shifting there. You might catch a little bit of like almost a gold or appearing like, looks a little bit like a silver flash in there, but no silver present. And then for more red cords, we have Scarab. This has lines of red with alternating little bits of like a dark burgundy and a dark green. It looks a lot like just a red and black cord, but in this lighting you almost kind of get a slightly orange flash in there, but definitely more red and black than any kind of orange. By comparison, we also have Blood Moon. This one has lines of a little bit brighter of a red than what you would see in Scarab, and then alternating bits of orange and purple. So again, not a ton of obvious hue shifting there, but just kind of a little bit of a flash between like a warmer orangey reddish undertone type of thing. This one is a new color changing cord that I have to my stock. This one's called Goldenrod. It's got lines of yellow with alternating bits of orange and more of like a navy blue. I have a yellow color shifting cord called Mirage, and it's not my favorite. The yellow almost looks like it has a cooler greenish undertone, and it just feels like it doesn't flow with the other colors in it as well. So I wanted to get a new yellow cord that would kind of bridge the gaps in my rainbow selection of color changing cords. So this one definitely has a little bit more of your warmer oranges, yellows kind of shifting in there. So excited about that. And then this one's just restocking. It's not a color shifting cord, of course, but Fire and Ice is what this one's called. So rightfully so, we've got our more warmer tones with red, orange, and yellow, and then you have your cooler tones with kind of a brighter and a darker blue in there too. So really fun pattern to mix with all sorts of colors. This one is new. I have not had this one before. This is called Capacitor. It's primarily, it's kind of set up like a color shifting cord. You've got vertical lines of more of a standard or royal blue in there. And then in between those lines we have, it looks like a pink and maybe like an orange, but it looks mostly pink to me, with a little bit of like a lime green, a darker standard green, a little bit of black in there. So it almost has like this stripe of an almost rainbow pattern, but this does not look rainbow to me in any capacity of the word capacitor. Ironically so, but super cute. It mostly looks like a primary darker blue with a little bit of the hints of the lime or lighter greens and just a touch of like a peachy type of pink in there too. So really cute. And then this one is a line pattern cord. This is pink and blue lines. So it does look a lot like just a lavender solid purple that I have over here that you can't actually see from here. And it does kind of have a little of that hue shift, which is really, really pretty. Almost kind of like a purple opal in my opinion, but just solid pink and solid blue lines in there. And then I did get a couple extra micro cords as well. Restocked my olive drab since I was running a little low on that. And then I added sour apple to my collection. I don't think I have had this before. I have it in other like 550 cords or 95 cord, but first time having it in micro. The other box of paracord is all just your military spec grade paracord, which I find is very similar to the normal 550 cords. What I noticed, because I have not actually ever bought the military spec actual paracord, is that the sheath of it is more, it's like softer, it's a little bit more pliable. So this might be good for somebody that when they find that the cords are a little bit too stiff or rough. That's personally why I like Atwood's 550 cord, but this military spec is definitely softer. It almost feels like it's like a crocheted sheath or rope or whatever. It still definitely holds at least 550 pounds test strength. It just has specific guidelines that it has to hit for military qualifications, and that's why it's called military spec or Mil-Spec. But they had a sale, buy one bundle and get two for free, so duh, I'm gonna do that. The only downside to military spec paracord is that you are very limited with the colors. You basically have military colors. So we have black, they have Coyote Brown, and then they have olive drab. And when I tell you I was upset that I saw that the olive drab sold out before I could get my sale, I'm still very upset about it, because olive drab is like a highly staple color. So I did not get that, but I ended up getting 6 bundles of black and 3 bundles of Coyote Brown. So it looks very much like a dark tan. It kind of has a little bit of like a goldish undertone to it, but definitely just pretty standard Coyote Brown, and definitely a standard black. So yeah, there is 900 feet of just these basic colors in this box, and then I think I have another 900 feet in the other box. So we're stocked on definitely black for a while. Another fun thing with Atwood's sale that they ran is that they actually gave these bottle opener keychains in each of my boxes. I frankly don't drink anything that I need a bottle opener for, but I really like how unique this is, and that you can't really like get this on the website or get it anywhere else. But it is a really nice hefty like key ring. I like how it's like a flat key ring and it's solid, it's sturdy, it's not going to like bend and stuff like that. So the key ring I'm already impressed by. The weight and the strength of this bottle opener alone, also really like. It's definitely got a good hefty weight to it. You have your imprint of Atwood rope on the back, and then it's like a little bundle of cord that says Atwood Rope Manufacturing on the front. So really cool. I think I'm going to keep it just because it is a really unique thing that I'm not going to really get or see anywhere, but I definitely don't need a second one. So I am actually thinking my Instagram account is very close to hitting 500 500 followers. And I think I want to do a giveaway at 500 followers. What I would give away, I am not sure. If I should just do like a gift card so you can pick exactly what you want, and I can either make something custom or you can shop from my Etsy or whatever. Or if I should do something that's like set, and hope that everybody has an interest in it and actually enters. But I think I'm going to make this as part of that giveaway because again, it's pretty unique, and I love Atwood Rope Manufacturing, definitely like my top favorite manufacturer for cords. So I'm really not planning on steering away from my buying habits when it comes to their quality of rope. So go check out my Instagram if you are not already following me there, so that way as I put out some questions, see kind of like what people might be interested in for a potential giveaway here very soon, you will be kind of plugged into that. Maybe you can give me some input on what you would personally love to see as something for a giveaway. And then of course that's where I post all of my projects, like showcases, things that I'm working on, things that I'm excited about. So you can kind of see all of that in details. I'm also on Facebook with the same information. But yeah, I also am still doing custom orders. My son turned 5 months old and my daughter turned 3 years old. So it's definitely still busy and somebody's always needing me. I'm going through some transitioning when it comes to work. I'm transitioning with the baby, like getting teeth and rolling, and he already wants to crawl. So life is definitely busy, but I do absolutely love still creating things with Paracord and bringing some visions to life that you have ideas for. So don't hesitate to jump in my inbox, ask for custom orders, or just any way that I can kind of help. And all I ask is your patience, because life's a lot sometimes, and even still, I love to do it. I love finding the joy in it. So the cat is trying to get in here to lay on the bed, I guess. So I'm gonna end it there, but check all around for wherever I am on social medias and message me if you have any questions. Have a great day.